Hi, this is Sharon again. It's been a while since I posted. I just wanted to say happy 2018. I wish you and I pray for great health this year. People who are suffering with chronic diseases, I am battling HS, which is Hydradentinitis Suprativa, and I just wanted to share with you how I battle it. Now, I've noticed that with just observation, I go through a cycle of when I don't take care of myself, of and how fatigue leads to anxiety, and or fatigue leads to flares, as in my part. So it's kind of, these are the steps. It goes fatigue, and then fear, which is being afraid of everything or going out, and then anxiety. So if when you're living with chronic disease, you're constantly tired because you're always in pain. And pain is the most draining thing that that people don't know, that can wear you out. Now, simple things like washing the dishes or folding clothes, or I have two children, so any of these little chores that seem so minimal to other people, or even just grocery shopping, for anyone who has chronic disease, this is a big event. It takes steps in our minds to get there, and when we are so exhausted, we need like 12 to 14 hours just to recover from that grocery trip. And so I just wanted to share with you with what I have been doing to combat my fatigue and how I've been fighting back. And it's really goes back to, I know this is probably something that everyone has been told you, getting that 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Now, how do I do that? First, I really honestly start taking care of myself. If I have an abscess or a wound in my underarm or groin, I do the hot compress. That's what relieves me. It calms me down. It helps me. Or maybe I do an Epsom salt bath. An Epsom salt with, baking soda, apple cider vinegar, essential oils that, lower the flares. That really helps. Also, putting the Vicks on and just kind of having my nightly routine. And I do this before 9 o'clock, because 9 o'clock is when I plan on sleeping. I sleep with, same time as the kids, so that I can have that 8-9 hours of sleep. Now, I love watching TV. I'm not going to lie to you, but I have to turn it off, because then I can't take care of myself. And when I don't take care of myself in that routine, what happens is I really notice that I have the bad flares. I can't walk in the morning, or I really struggle with my next day. So really, it's a mental prep in my mind. So I lay down around 8 o'clock, 8:30 before my bedtime, so that I can, and I start taking care of myself. Again, I do the hot compress, or I love baths, but I don't have time for them. I dress my wound. If I have a flare, I don't know if something I want to share, but I put a pad inside my shirt, and I make sure that it's clean, and I put on a new pajamas, or people who are HS sufferers and they're draining, that you have to wear several shirts a day, not just one, to make sure. And I just take care of me. And then also, when I wake up, hopefully I was able to sleep without the pain. But if I didn't, I give myself 30 minutes before I actually have to get up. So I wake the kids up to go to school at 6:30, but I wake up at 6, or sometimes even only like 5:30, to give myself that mental time to get up. I wake up with so much gratefulness. Now, I know that there is pain. It's so painful. I know that I have a fight ahead of me, and I don't know what my condition will be. I don't know if I'll be able to walk or I'll be able to move without pain. I don't know if I have to take medication. But not that I don't think about these things. I'm very well aware that those things can happen, but my gratefulness comes first. So I thank, I'm Christian, so I thank God for just a breath that I woke up. I thank God for my children, my home, my environment. I thank God for the day that's ahead of me. So giving myself that gratefulness, not at all saying that all these bad things are happening or that I don't have a flare or my joints are working properly. No, I'm just putting my mental focus on, you know, hi, Nubian. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so absolutely. You just got to give yourself that moment to just be thankful that you are alive and that you are well. And I start listing all the things that I can do instead of the listing of the things that I can't do. Because if I open that door of self-pity, oh my God, I will be seriously just like a vegetable. I will stay in bed and I will cry myself all day. But if I think the other way and just be really grateful what I can do, and I'm not a, what do you call it? I'm a lister in my head. I don't list on paper. And I accomplish the things that I need to do, then that's really great. The third thing I do is I have a little elixir to drink. I don't eat breakfast because I do an intermittent fasting. It has really helped my arthritis and my joint pains. So I drink ACV, that's apple cider vinegar, with malic acid, cream of tartar, and molasses and pink Himalayan salt. All the minerals in it, and it really helps me boost up that energy. Coffee used to be it, but I drain myself. But with that, if I drink that a couple times a day before it's time for me to eat, that really gives me some, just energy, and it takes out the fatigue. Maybe my body needs a lot of minerals. I don't know. I haven't really gone to the doctor to check that out. But I have noticed that with that mix of apple cider vinegar, malic acid, cream of tartar, and molasses with a glass of water, and I drink that up, it takes out the fatigue at least till half the day before I get tired. My fourth is intermittent fasting. I've been doing it for a year now. I've lost quite a bit of inches, not a whole lot of weight. And I did it not to get skinny. I did it to free up the pain from their joints. HS, a lot of HS people have joint problems with arthritis. And I could not use my fingers anymore to wash dishes or to walk. I had lost my ability to walk, so because of my knees and my pain and my heels. So when I started intermittent fasting, I had noticed just the pain from my arms had lessened, and so I had kept up the intermittent fasting. It's something that is, Dr. Berg, Eric Berg has a good videos about it, and it really does heal. And I will continue to do it because it allows me to walk. And then the fifth thing is, so the first is get enough sleep. Second is be really grateful when you wake up. Third is the elixir that I had posted, talked about. And then fourth is intermittent fasting. The last one is called allow yourself to mourn. It is a sad and painful disease. And sometimes you have to address the pain in order for you to move forward. If it hurts like hell, scream, cry, tell your loved ones it hurts like hell and that you're having a tough day. I give myself a few minutes to mourn about it, and I cry, I scream into a pillow. I do whatever it takes to get the stress out, and crying for me is probably the most healing way. I cry until I get it all out, and then I pat myself, and I allow the sadness to say, okay, this is something that I have to live with. It's very painful. I wish I could be normal like everybody else, and but then I thank you for saying that, and thank you for commenting, New Nubian. I love that you're commenting, and it really, really helps to see if I'm actually helping people out. But yeah, I give myself that affirmation and saying it is a disease. It's not an invisible disease. It does hurt, and I allow myself just a few minutes, whether it takes 10 minutes or 30 minutes, to calm down, and so that I can move on with my day. Then I go right back to gratefulness, because I know that I'm blessed, and there are a lot of other things that could be worse. So that's basically it. I don't really want to keep rambling on, but replay this video. Please subscribe. It kind of encourages me to make more videos. And then let other people know, if you know other people who have HS or chronic diseases or arthritis, and would like to get some tips. These are my own personal experiences. I'm not a doctor. Please don't, ask your doctor if you should be drinking that elixir. It's something that I personally have found out, but just researching on YouTube. There's so many research out there. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you, and fighting back with fatigue, so that you don't go in the crazy circle, which is fatigue, fear, and then anxiety, and then back again. So there you go. Well, Happy New Year. I gotta go pick up my kids. Bye.